Gracias. Thank you very much, media practitioners. A spirit envelopes this room as we convene this press conference today with our partners. A spirit that has lived for South Africa, for Africa and the world. A spirit that will continue to hover around the globe, because on this earth, until we have a world where no one lives in poverty, ignorance, and injustice. We are assembled here for a cause. We never anticipated that APP and Al-Haji Mohammed will be sitting with us here today. Nor did we anticipate that we will work together during the presidential election to move around the country to spread the same message that our people deserve better. They deserve a fairer and better Gambia. And that could only be if we work hand in hand to eradicate the poverty of our people, any injustice perpetrated against them, and ignorance that keep them down and keep them among the wretched of the earth. We worked together. We came back to you and told you what the results were according to the institution responsible for the elections. One would have anticipated that because of those results, things will fall apart. We'll go our separate ways. But instead, we continue to persevere. We met, and we all concluded that based on what we saw on the ground, we don't know, but it seems to all of us that the people voted for us with their hearts and voted against us with their hands. That's our conclusion. We met several times. We interrogated everything. We are sincere to each other and sincere to ourselves. But that's our conclusion, that our people still want something better, and that we have no right to rest our laurels, but to persevere, to serve them. This is why we agreed that we'll not stop at the presidential elections. We'll proceed to work together during the National Assembly elections so that we'll have a National Assembly that will be fit for purpose. That is why we are assembled here, to share what we agreed upon to continue the journey to the next level. Agreement between Doi APP and Alhaji Mamadi Kurang with his Youth for Change on the 2022 National Assembly elections, dated 26 December 2021. With the undersigned representatives, having regard to Section 96 of the Constitution, there shall be a general election holding members of the National Assembly, which shall be held 4 months office of the President. Taking note of Section 88 of the Constitution, which provides for 53 elected members of the National Assembly from constituencies and 5 members nominated by the President. Being fully conscious of the values expressed in Section 112 of the Constitution, that all members shall regard themselves as servants of the Gambia, desist from any conduct by which they seek improperly to enrich themselves or alienate themselves from the people, and shall discharge their duties and functions in the interest of the nation as a whole, and in doing so shall be influenced by the dictates of its candidates through a primary, while the other partners may have other selection mechanisms dictated by their own constitutions or memoranda of understanding, whereas the partners may select candidates relying on their own principles and instruments hereby agrees as follows. Support each other's candidates in constituencies where they are selected to contest. Enter into a constructive conversation to settle all disputes where there is duplication of candidates. Appoint 5 mediators, 2 of whom should be a male and a female under 35 and 1 person with unique physical features, to examine the merit of candidates and select the appropriate candidate. The decision of the mediation team on candidature will be final and would be endorsed by all parties and candidates in good faith. All candidates who are not selected would fully participate in the campaign of the successful candidate. All parties to the agreement should begin a consultation process on candidature and participation in the 2022 National Assembly elections no later than 31st December 2020. This constitutes what the partners have agreed. And we had also made the decision that we convey this to the nation for your notice and consideration. Thank you very much for giving us. Now the partners will address you. Good afternoon.
This partnership, and we believe, is the best